This is the heart of the defense case, and they are going at it, playing these texts and showing these texts, but out of context. We're seeing texts that Travis sent to Jodi, not Jodi's responses. Did she egg him on, as it were? Jodi's attorneys did not read the most explicit parts of the text messages for the same reason we've edited out the most pornographic parts.
He says he wants to send one down your throat and another on your face. What did that mean to you?
Oral sex and
in you?
yeah.
Before we debate this with our expert panel, Beth Karras, correspondent Session, you're there in court in Phoenix, Arizona. Why is it that they're allowed to do this out of context, that we only see Travis's emails to her? We heard on the audio tape yesterday when they were having sex talk, phone sex, that she was all into it. Well, we have no context for evaluating these texts.
Correct. But that's the purpose of cross-examination. And if at a bench conference, a sidebar, Juan Martinez complained about it, the judge would say to him, but you have a chance to cross-examine. You can put it in context. So I think that we probably will hear a little more about this once he gets his shot. But by then, today's testimony will be a distant memory.
Yes, that's the thing. And honestly, I think that they're keeping her on the stand so long to really put him in a corner, because if he keeps her on the stand the same length of time, who are they going to blame? The last person at bat. So they're almost like running out the clock in essence. Jodi testified about pornographic photos that Travis took of her, and he sent her text messages. We've been hearing so many of these text messages. Let's bring in our expert panel to debate it. You cannot justify murder because somebody is a cad or not a gentleman. And you just heard Dave Hall, Travis Alexander's friend, say he wasn't like this until he met Jodi, his drug. So ultimately, and I'll throw some tough questions at Adam Zwickel and Evangeline Gomez, you're defending their defense. But is this essentially dirty pool to take consensual, kinky sex? And you could read books about what the bottom in a relationship that involves erotic humiliation gets out of it. And some people say the bottom is the top because the bottom ultimately is even more powerful than the top in some of these situations. That then to turn that into abuse is really dirty pool. Evangeline.
It's not. It absolutely isn't. Look, what the defense is establishing is that there was a relationship where Travis had total power and control, even dominated this woman. He made her mind mush. He knew she was damaged, and he preyed upon it. He manipulated her. He could have found someone healthy, but no, he wanted her because he saw the deficiencies that she had. This is where he was king, and he exploited her for all that he could. She was the total sex toy.
At what point does she take responsibility for her own choices as an adult woman? You know, as a woman, I find a lot of this offensive. She said,
hold it, let her finish.
She says, I like it. She says, I love it. She travels to go and be with him. She responds, I'm sure, to these texts in a very encouraging way. She is not a child, and she's responsible for her choices. You know, I blogged about this on avo.com yesterday because I'm so sick of the idea of she's calling herself a battered woman. I think that's so insulting to women who really are and who fought for a long time to get rights for battered women. Somebody who goes back, who participates, who's a grown woman, who says, I like it, I love it, is not a battered woman.
I agree with you, Lisa. It's almost as if this defense is saying that women are children and that they can be controlled by men in a way that women cannot control men.
But Jane, she made it very clear. She was scared of him. She felt bullied. She felt intimidated. Even when she was in Hollister, California, he called her. He called her.
All right, hold on. Settle down.
And punch her. She felt as if he was going to go through the phone.